a massive wildfire burning along the Alameda County and San Joaquin County border tonight. The firefight underway as part of Interstate 580 is shut down in both directions.
Firefighters are experiencing exactly what we're seeing here. I mean, it's hard enough to stand up and have a conversation, let alone be in the smoke.
Good evening on this Saturday night. I'm Christina Rendon, and we begin tonight with that breaking news of the massive wildfire that has prompted evacuations near the city of Tracy and injured 2 fire personnel. CAL FIRE is calling this the Corral Fire. What you're looking at here is a video that is just into our newsroom within the last 30 minutes, showing the urgency of first responders as they try to get a handle on this wind-driven fire. We have been following this fire since it first broke out at 2:30 this afternoon, right near the Lawrence Livermore National Lab Site 300. That's about 15 miles east of the main facility. At one point, this fire was at 40% containment around 7 o'clock tonight, but the winds quickly changed conditions. By 8:30 p.m., containment had dropped to 10%. And right now, we're learning that the fire has burned more than 9,000 acres. It remains at 10% containment. Want to show you a map here from CAL FIRE's website. The orange outline shows the scope of the fire as it pushes east towards Interstate 580 near Corral Hollow Road. That's where Interstate 580 has been shut down in both directions for at least the past few hours. And there is an evacuation order in place tonight for people in the area west of Interstate 580, south of Corral Hollow Road, to the area near the Tracy Country Club. People there being told to leave now. We also know that the areas west of the California Aqueduct, south of Corral Hollow Creek, west to Alameda County, and south to Stanislaus County should leave now. Residents south of Tracy Boulevard should be ready to leave should that warning come down. A temporary evacuation point has been set up at the Large Clover Community Center in Tracy. Want to get right over to KTVU's Zach Zoss. He has been gathering information since he arrived on scene a little more than an hour ago in Tracy. Zach, what are you learning tonight?
Well, you heard from that battalion chief just a short while ago. The real story here, the wind, it is really driving this fire. They have a long night ahead of them. I am just off Interstate 580 here in Tracy, which, as you mentioned, is shut down now in both directions between Corral Hollow Road and Interstate 5. Here's why it's shut down. Take a look at the conditions they're dealing with. This fire jumping the interstate, again, prompting them to shut down this highway. Power now being impacted to some homes here in Tracy. Flames first reported here around 2:30 this afternoon. That fire quickly growing from there. Crews from CAL FIRE, Alameda County Fire, other area departments all involved right now. Again, windy conditions making the work of these firefighters very, very difficult. Gusts of 40 miles per hour being reported. Here's what the battalion chief had to say earlier.
Firefighters are struggling to get the upper hand on this fire. You can feel the winds. They're extremely heavy winds. They're pushing stronger than we're used to here in the Altamont Pass. Couple that with the very thick grass crop from this year's late season rains, and
Dramatic images pouring in overnight of the Coral wildfire battle. The California Department of Transportation closed parts of Interstate 5 as dark plumes of thick smoke impacted driver visibility. Homes near Tracy, California, that's about 60 miles east of San Francisco, were forced to evacuate as the fire expanded to more than 17 square miles. The windy conditions helping to fan the flames, gusts reaching up to 45 miles an hour and not slowing down anytime soon. CAL FIRE says that at least 2 firefighters were injured while fighting the blaze. And it's not just wind making things worse. California is feeling summer-like heat in the days ahead and drying out the grassy hills in the region. Here are the wind gusts that continue on into tonight. And you can see Tracy, the community under forced evacuations, expecting those wind gusts to continue up to 30 to 40 miles per hour. Let's talk more about the heat, because that is a big story out west. For the first time, we have heat advisories and excessive heat watches that expand through the Central Valley of California, even stretching into Las Vegas, where high temperatures are expected to peak near 110 degrees. We have pretty excessive heat in mind. So as we start to see these temperatures climb, an important reminder, and one that we want to take with us through these hot summer months: check the back seat of your car. Make sure that everything and everyone comes into whatever your location may be, the car, the grocery store, pets and all. You don't want to just crack the window. That's not enough when we're talking such dangerous heat that builds in a matter of 10 minutes. High temperatures in the mid to upper 90s, triple digits for Sacramento, California, and we're talking life-threatening conditions. Here's our forecast heat index as we get into the day. Now remember, California, a bit of a drier heat, lower humidities, but still feeling like the mid and upper 90s. By the time we get to Wednesday, this heat continues to peak. Wednesday and Thursday, temperatures getting well up into the triple digits on the I-5 corridor, Bakersfield, California, up into Fresno, Stockton, Modesto, Sacramento as well. The Sac Valley is just going to be toasted. Redding, 107 degrees. Chico, incredibly warm temperatures. We have a major heat risk index in place, and so you need to make sure that you're scheduling breaks, drinking lots of water, staying hydrated. This is a heat story that combines a ridge that we saw back out over the Central Pacific, heat that had been building up in Mexico. So this is kind of the origin of two things coming together, this bubble of heat that settles up over the Southwest. And we're talking potential record highs on Wednesday. Alturas, Flagstaff, Arizona in the 80s. Believe that. That's a record up into the higher elevations. Stockton, California, get into the valleys, and it is really dangerous.
Shalom. Shalom, beloved brothers and sisters, Jews and Gentiles alike. Welcome. Thank you for being here. It is good to be here. Please give me a 1 if you can hear me and see me well. Thank you. And once again, welcome to our 18th days of fasting. And we give the mighty one great praise, great glory, beloved. As you can see, the situation going on out there is quite abysmal. If they are not dealing with tornadoes, they are dealing with floods. If they are not dealing with floods, they are dealing with hurricanes. If they are not dealing with hurricanes, it's wildfire. If it's not wildfire, it's accident. If it's not accident, it's hailstorm. It is always something. And we thank the mighty one for doing those things. And a lot of our people refuse to acknowledge this. They refuse to understand that men cannot make those things. It is not in the best interest of themselves to do such a things. Therefore, they still out there saying, well, those are HARP, CERN trying to open a portal to bring alien here. Like, yo, how long, how many times, how many times does CERN have to open a portal trying to bring alien or trying to bring the demons here? Man? Like, how many times? You guys been talking about this. It's something like they're trying to do. Well, 2020, the elite was trying to lock us down to see how we're going to behave because they were trying to build a smart city, DEW and stuff like that. Get out of here, son. Yeah, yo, man, whatever you say, dog. I mean, yeah, whatever you try to say here. But then again, beloved, when we look at the events, we look at the time and the way it's happening, and we look at the demographic it's happening to. Nah, the elite are not doing this. This is the work of the angels. This is the work of the Holy One. And a lot of people are, of course, beloved, they are they are confederate with this. Yeah, the camps, they love, some of those camps, they love that. They get paid, man. Hey, I, they get paid. Don't think those guys just go out there and start spewing garbage like that for free. They get paid. And a lot of money. A lot of money, man. The camp original message was there'll be no Jacob's trouble. That was the original message. If you go back, most of those videos are being removed from YouTube. You watch the videos back in the 1980s, late 70s. The camp was all about Jacob's trouble is over and 83 are about to get in trouble. And after, I'll say in early 2000, 2004, 2005, and they start breaking Jacob's trouble because they figured out these, the fear brought more people and the pay them more money. Yo, a lot of money, son. It's not like they're giving those guys a few $100,000. No, they give what? Yo. And it's hard to resist, beloved. Okay, it's really hard to resist. It's really hard to resist. I mean, if you're in poverty, even if you are not in poverty, somebody offer you somewhere around like $2-3 million per year, and then they'll just say, "Repeat after me." That's all. And then, hey, man, it's really hard to resist something like that, man. Some guys, they do not have this discipline. They'll take it. They do not have this discipline. I've seen where the Holy One said, "This is it. Do you see why they have falling off? Do you see why they've done this to my people?" And I said, yes. He said, "Do you understand why I am going to do those things to them? And then when I do, no one shall stand in my way." And I say, "Great glory. Do your best, Holy One. That's you." It's really easy, beloved. It's really easy to fall victim to corruption. It's very easy to sell out. It's very easy to sit here and bring fear to our people and disturb the frequency and disturb the high vibration. It's very easy to do that. You will make more money. It's easy to just sit there and say, "Hey, the Most High tell me to tell all the nation to send me, to all the money that you have because we're about to do something big." It's very easy. You won't believe how easy that is, but it's extremely hard to sit there and then tell the truth and tell the people, "Don't worry about it. You're on good hand." And the Holy One is doing all those great stuff on the behalf of you. He's destroying your enemy for you. Don't worry about getting afraid. Just do your little meditation, do your prayers, do your spiritual bath, keep on moving. It's very hard. It's very difficult to boldly stand here and say, "Yes, we are magical beings." You call it quantum physics or quantum mechanics. This is just fancy words of saying magic. And you can't go there. It takes a lot of guts to just sit there and then watch people attacking you, calling out your family, threaten your life because you say something like that. But it's very easy to just sit there and tell people, "Hey, stay in 66 books. Don't do anything. Don't study anything unless I study it. Don't go beyond that book that I'm studying here. Okay? I am the captain. I am the leader of this group. Follow me." It's very easy to say those things because people will follow you. They love that. They love a lot of jackasses and backward scumbags out there. They love when somebody say, "Well, I am this. Besides me, there is none." They will stand and clap. They say, "Yeah, I'll follow these guys to death." And that's exactly what they did. It's not that easy, beloved, to sit there and then tell the truth. A few of our people will join, They'll say, okay, well, this brother, I can see the spirits on him. Whatever he made, whatever he said makes sense. But most people don't, even though they see out there 83 is catching hell, they don't like that. It's not something they love. It's like, why is it happening to them only? It should happening to us so my leader can be right, so my camps can be right. You got people emailing me and say, Big Leaf, I can't watch you anymore because those people that I'm part of, they said you're a Freemason, master magician, so I can follow you. I don't even respond to their email. Some people can't do anything without their leaders, their pastors tell them to do so. I myself, I'm not here to tell you what to do and what not to do. This is not my place. I do not get paid for this. I do not get paid for that. This is not my mission. My mission, like I said before, from the beginning till the end, is to put the nation at peace. There'll be no Jacob's trouble. Do a little here with them, a little there with them. That's all. That's my job. The advisor. I'm just the AKA. I'm the grand vizier, like Jafar. I'm Big Jafar. That's all. I just not as evil as Jafar was, but I have the opportunity. When you're an advisor, you can easily tell anyone anything and convince this person to do these things for you, and they'll do it. And they'll do it. They'll think like the Most High, oh, this is Big Levi, man. He told me to do those stuff, so I'm gonna have to sell my house and send him this money. They'll do it in a heartbeat. But the karmic debt that you accumulated, it's gonna come on you, man. Like hard, dog. Like it's gonna come on you bad. Your children, especially at this time, things are like almost instantly. But nonetheless, beloved, thank you for joining us. We are again our 18th days of fasting. We're asking the nation to join us in prayer. Let me put this phone on silence. All right. Let's put this phone. Oh, all right. Let us keep on praying, beloved. We have 22 more days to go to the Gulers. Hold on. Get plenty of electrolytes. And a sister had an issue with her hand tingling and cramps in their legs and cramps in their hands. Excuse me. We'll talk about this. I got a case of a hiccup. We'll talk about this after the prayer. Glory, praise, and exaltation unto the mighty one that created the heaven and the earth and everything in them. Thank you, ye grand, terrible, magnificent King, in your terrifying power. Thank you and great love to the Holy Spirit for guiding us and making us walk in line and put us in the right path. Thank you for protecting us and providing unto us, because we see the things around there. We see the things outside. We do understand things are bad everywhere, but we will not switch place. At least I won't switch place with the so-called 83. I'm good where I'm at. And I'm very glad that I didn't sell out. Yeah, of course, the opportunity did present it for us to sell out, but we say no. So many of our brothers and sisters did sold out, but we can't, because this thing is serious. There are great consequences when you are tasked with a mission and you purposely sold out for a few bucks or for that grand, mighty, holy cookies, which a lot of our men sold out. Yes, indeed. We are watching the events unfold, the fires over there in California, the trial with Mr. Trump himself. And then, of course, when things not going their way, therefore, the system is corrupt. Suddenly now people will find out the result of years of abuse and years of getting away. They now find out their get out of jail card has been declined. Now suddenly the system is very bad now. Oh, I'm being treated unfairly. This is not good. Yea, our brothers and sisters been telling you your system is unjust. your balance of justice is flawed. Your justice system is impaired. Yet you choose to ignore those things and keep on moving. Well, of course, you were in the blessing, your fertility were good. The last time you call yourself the baby boomers, you were booming babies. After World War II, you went out there, you destroy the remnant of Tataria under the pretext that you were fighting the so-called the Nazis, the German, and that guy with the little mustache, Charlie Chaplin himself. No, you were destroying and killing our people. And after you amass all this wealth, you come back home and you start having babies, which was beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. Now, suddenly, you same people that were doing those things, and then you're coming out there and tell our people, well, don't have kids because it takes $347,000 or somewhat to raise children, or you don't want to go up, and then all you have to do is taking care of children. You should focus on your career and work for us, and work for a corporation, or work for me, or start a business. You want our people to be deprived, depressed, and live in great despair like you do? As of right now, we can see your fertility rate, whether you are here over there in Japan or South Korea, worse, North Korea, or anywhere that you are. The mighty one locked up your woman's womb, they are barren. And it crippled your man third leg, they are limp. We thank the Holy One for giving us this great confidence. Every single day when we see the news, we do not see it the ways we used to. No one here can watch the news and say, I'm watching the same thing that I watched 10 years ago. I saw the news pre-2019. Everyone is getting in trouble. We all break the laws of the Mighty One. We all gonna get punished. We all going to die, and above all, we all going to be raptured. No, we no longer see this situation and events in the eyes of our enemy. We no longer see the massive issues concerning the weather in the eyes of the conspiracy theorists. No, we use the eyes of the Holy Spirit herself. We can see things that happen in our lives. We can see the numbers. We can see the signs, the birds, the animals, the clouds, the weather. We do understand them. Not in your way, but in our own way. We thank the Holy One, we thank the angels, we thank the Holy Spirit for protecting us and guiding us. She is a great mother unto the nation. We thank the angels, our guardian angels, all the angels in the four quarters, the spirits and everything. We say great glory to the Mighty One. May his reign lasted forever. Selah. So be it. Give the Holy One great praise, great glory, beloved. Thank you for being here. And once again, it is good to be here. It is good to be here. Yes, indeed, brethren, we have our books, of course, going to be published this. Did I stop sharing? Oh, I did. We have our books, which is going to be published this June the 25th, physical and digital copy will be available. The link is in the description. You may not be able to purchase it because some of you have tablets, some of you have iPad, and some of you have certain phones, and it's complicated when it comes to Amazon. So you can go ahead and take a look at it and do the best that you can. Okay, so this is good. This is good. Now, with that being said, beloved, let me put this right there. With that being, is it right here better? Not quite sure. This one. That no. I don't even know. I'll leave it right there. Well, with that being said, beloved, we have to talk about a recent issue. Well, not issue. Some of the sisters or brothers brought onto my attention certain things that have been happening to them while they are going through this fast, especially the gruelers. Of course, I am, and the others are in our 18th days of grueling, which is pretty heavy. Now, one thing the sister noticed, she said her hands, there's this tingling, this cramp, so to speak. And a brother said whenever he sits down for too long or when he sit on the toilet, his legs start getting cramps. The reason why this happen it's because your body's lack the salt and the electrolytes that it needs to get. So therefore you need to take your salt, electrolytes, and vitamins. If you take enough, it won't do that. For instance, I have this bottle. Okay, this is not Gatorade. All right, this is let me put this right here. Okay, this is electrolytes that I put in there and put water and then shake it, and then it's become that's an empty Gatorade bottle that I found in the house. And my electrolytes is good, and I got some salt. Try to eat, try to drink a teaspoon of salt a day, and my body's still doing well. So I am okay. 18th day. Some days are hell. I believe the 16th day was actual literal hell because I was dealing with a bunch of other things that has nothing to do with my fast, and it was hell. So after that, it's the day 17, 18. I'm doing okay. Okay. So one thing I had not discussed yet with the Gulers, since our fast will be over on the 24th of this June coming up, we will have what we going to call, or what we already call, the reentry feeding. The first week, I myself personally, first week, I will do broth. Okay, just broth first week, bone broth or beef broth, chicken broth, whatever that you want to call it, or regular broth. You can make it yourself. You can buy it. And second week, I personally will do soup, and the soup that I will do, they have none of the hard part. I said if it's chicken, beef, or regular soup, it won't have anything. That's my second week. My third week, I'll do soft food. I have this. I could do soft food beginning. What I call soft food, for instance, I can take cabbage, um, carrots, and everything, and fry some beef or whatever, and lamb, whatever you want to call it, and make a special sauce and put it in some kind of meat grinder or some kind of grinder and things, and then blend it and make it somewhat like a paste. Okay, uh, it it's well, it's what I call, so it's like a paste meat, a paste meal, and just using eating that. And then the fourth week, I can go ahead and I can go ahead and get all the stuff and hard things in my fourth week. So that's what it is. Okay. All right. Okay. So that's what I would do. And if you can do anything that you wish. On your first week, you can just do uh what I used to do. I used to get the V8 thing, the V8 bottle things. I used to buy one of them, well, case, and then just drink V8. Okay, I used to drink V8 for like, when I used to do a week, I used to drink V8 for like a day, not even a day, half of a day, and after that I eat normal. My stomach is pretty much, it's very tough. This thing it can handle a lot of things, but because of that, I mean, you don't have to go ahead and do things that would literally harm you. Because if you just go, I did this though, I did 3 days dry fast and I eat a huge meal, which was literal hell. Me drinking the water, I felt like I was swallowing razor sharp blades. And I stopped doing this because it could literally, it's pretty harmful to you if you go ahead and do this. So the first week I'll do broth, second soup, third soft food, and the fourth regular food. And the regular food, when I say regular food, beloved, it's all cooked food. For those of you that may not know, I am what you might call a practitioner of initiation into Hermetic. Every food that you're eating, they have the elements in them. This is just an example. I'm not saying all the food have the thing. For instance, vegetable have one element in it. Let's say vegetable have the water element. Grain have the earth element. Meat have the fire element. And fruit have the air element. So based on what we're practicing and studying, you need all four of them in your body to balance. I personally, I cannot follow one diet, one thing only. I cannot say I will eat just fruit for the rest of my life. Not only it will imbalance your body, your mind won't work right. Your mind won't work right. If you choose to do this, follow one diet for the rest of the, or for a very long time, when you get to a certain exercise and you will accumulate, let's say your body is imbalanced in air, and then you accumulate the earth element in your body, it can kill you because there is not enough earth element in your body that can handle what you studied the book. For those of you, brother Lawrence, and brother Lawrence, he was reading the book and he come to realization that, hey, if he's very serious about this, and he like, yo, I need to start thinking, I'm gonna have to think again, because if I don't balance my diet and I did this thing, that is only if you're about that life. Okay, if you're not about it, just, you can just continue whatever diet that you're doing. But understand that each food, your food has specific element in it, and you need all four elements in your body. Remember, you are the only being that walk upon this earth that have all the four elements in your body. Have you ever wonder why so-called 83 always have to put vitamins, selling you vitamins? They have to accumulate it from externally. See, all the food that you're eating, as long as it's you good or they are good food, they have all the necessary vitamin that you need. But if you're following one diet only, you're gonna need this vitamin D. Um, excuse me, you're gonna need this potassium. You're going to need this what is it, whatever vitamin, you gotta buy it, because 83 made it on purpose. They literally wash out all the vitamins all the food have. It's not like they can't sell it the way that it's not in their nature to give you something healthy. Okay, so most of the food, that is, if you are, again, the gulars, we are specifically about initiation into Hermetic. That's what it is. Okay, anybody else you join, that's on your own. But for the gulars, you have to eat this diet, and you have to practice, because once you get to step 4, okay, you're gonna start accumulating and controlling floating things with your mind and stuff like that. Well, you'll need to accumulate the air element. And if you do not have enough, if the air element in your body is in balance, it's gonna be very harmful to you. So, and then when you're going to eat from now on, your food have to be all premium. Your food has to be high quality. It's going to cost a little, but it's going to be high quality food, high quality vegetable. Preferably, if you can grow it yourself, do it, it will be better. Okay, high quality fruit, high quality meat, premium, high quality fish or whatever. It has to be high quality, because the vitamin that's in there, it needs to accumulate well in your body. Remember, you need 25% of each. 25% water, 25% water, 25% fire, 25% earth, 25% air. So your body could be in perfect equilibrium. You cannot have 35% of this and that. It's knowledge, volition, courage, silence. All those 4, you need to have 25 in them, and you perfectly balanced. And it can be done. One of the things our people did to themselves, they followed this extreme diet of the Gentiles. One thing only, to the left only. And their mind is not working right. Watch all those people that follow one thing only. Watch their speech, their pattern, the way that they talk, their life. Their mind are not working right. The only person, or not, excuse me, not person, the only being that can do this, or the so-called the being of the 4 element. For instance, the gnome, they only have earth in their body. So therefore, they can consume this food that have the earth element only. The undine have the so-called the water element in them. They are made out of the water element. They can consume anything that have, they can follow one diet. The sylph, the air element. The salamanders, the fire element. But you yourself, they envy you. They told you this. They told you that they envy you because you are like the mighty one. You got 4 elements, all the 4 elements within you. That means you can control everything. You're above everything. When we travel, we meet those high civilization, all those beings that are super advanced. They respect us, because they don't see us as us, but they see us as the Holy One, because we have things in us that they don't have. When you choose to destroy this perfect balance in you, because you heard somebody online say something, you don't meditate, you don't pray about it, therefore you say, okay, you know what, I'll base my life on what Big Levi just said. And then you ended up destroying this power in you. There's a reason why 83 never go after those people that promote one diet only. They glorify that. Their celebrity will go out there, what's her name again? That Ellen DeGeneres, degenerate, whatever that woman's name is. She glorifies certain one side. You'll see all those celebrities glorify that, and our people will like, oh, this is healthy because she's rich and she's doing this. He's rich, he's doing that. They want you to destroy this element in your body and become one-sided. That's why a lot of our brothers and sisters are having problem right now, because of the electromagnetic field of the sun are sending those CMEs, and those CMEs they have all the element in them. And then when they hit your body, you are not balanced, you're gonna have problem. See, the best way to destroy a god is to make this god destroy itself. They swagger jack Dr. Sebi. It's just the whole Dr. Sebi thing. When Dr. Sebi was out to 2008, 2007, practically no one didn't know about the brother. No one didn't know about the brother. up until he was no more. Then a bunch of conspiracy theories coming out there and saying stuff and things like that. If you watch Dr. Sebi, all the stuff, he keep telling you the stuff that he was eating, which was not good. The brother never promote one-side diet. He always said the body must be in equilibrium. The brother said the body need all the 4 elements. He said your body need to be in equilibrium and it needs to be in perfect balance with nature. For some reason, animals not part of nature. It's just Gentiles coming out there. Well, you eating death. Okay, death is wrong. Yes. Okay. When your soul leaves your body, when this leave you, where do you think you go? You go live again? Yea, us, we have the immortal body, which is our soul and stuff like that. A lot of those people are soulless. They do not have what you have. It's really hard to understand this. They literally took what Dr. Sebi said, and next thing you know, there was an explosion of 83 coming out there. Well, this food is not good. The Illuminati make that. Well, first of all, the whole conspiracy theory started by black folk. The whole Illuminati, Freemasonry, it started with black folk. It exploded when Rihanna came out with Under My Umbrella. Then 83 took the whole thing. They just bastardize it. If you watch most of Dr. Sebi's video, all these good videos are removed. Everything that you're watching now are edited. They edited the part that they don't want you to find out. The brother always promote a healthy, natural, balanced eating, which is just natural to everyone, man. He warned us of putting certain food that are not good. A certain time you can eat it, but if you eat that thing only, then you're going to die. You're going to have this stuff. You're going to this. I see brothers that, well, my diet is 20% this and 80% that. That's not good. That is, again, let me make this clear. If you are into this lifestyle, if you know what we are talking about, if you're not, you can just follow one-side diet. That's fine. That's good. But if you try to accumulate the fire element in your body, and your body is primarily air or water, it's not gonna be good. It's not gonna be good. There are certain things, each food, there's a special magic in them. There's a special key stuff in there. Then again, beloved, it's I do not know specifically which food has which element, but it is always a special things in there. When you consume it, these special things is in you. When you look at the so-called American diet, what is it? Chips, fry food. Well, right now they don't call it fried food; they call it crispy. It's better. Not fried chicken. Crispy chicken is better. It doesn't sound that deadly. It's good. What else? Beer. Boy. But anyway, in the Levitical law, if you break down, they give you all the food according to the 4 elements, and the one that are good, ye may consume. You can consume. You don't have to consume them. Say those you can eat, but I don't want to eat that. That's fine. For instance, beloved, some people here love onions. Some people here despise. They can't stand onion. They cannot eat it. Some people love cucumbers. Some people love pickles. Some do not like it. However, all of you here love 2 food. Some of you love drinking water. Some of you love drinking juice. You don't have to drink water only for the rest of your life. This is very unethical. You can love 2 things. You can eat 2 things at the same time or at different time. Some of you love, let's say, bread. You can have a bread. You can have a cake. There is you can, but with the Gentiles, no, you can't eat bread because this is carbs and all that stuff like that. Nah, man, that's not what that is, man. You see, the bread that you make, let's say you go to whatever that supermarket or place you bought the flour and stuff. This bread that you make from the bread you bought from the store, it's not the same thing. There is a huge gap. In your bread, there is water, salt, a little oil, or any other part. That's all that make your bread. But in their bread, there's so much garbage they put in there. Not only that, but it's the person that making the bread or this soulless machine. It's just a soulless machine. It's just make this thing. There is no love. There is no passion. There's not that special element in it. So does the food. Of course, beloved, we all living in this system. We all living in this. We eat those things. We cannot be pretentious. There's one thing I despise is the diet freaks. I despise diet freaks. But I'm speaking for the gulers. Everything that you're going to eat now for now on, remember you did 40 days. Well, you are going to do 40-day grueling, man. You are able to do anything. You are able to do, there's nothing upon this earth that is impossible for you. You can kill, you can bring to life. You can fly, you can run at super speed. You can do anything. If you have this mental discipline to do this. Therefore, everything that you're going to be consumed from now on has to be high quality. Whenever you go to a place, it has to be premium. That's what I would. That's what at least that's what I'm doing myself. I have planned to get a deep freezer and then put some high quality stuff in there. Whenever I feel like to eat something, I have things are already prepared. Just pick it up. Cook it, done. 90% of your food should be cooking food. 10% you go around, you buy a little stuff in a restaurant, have some time with the family, the friend, this and that. But sometimes you consume some of that garbage and you give the body some time to work because the body cannot stay clean at all time. That's like buying a brand new pair of sneakers. Brand new sneakers, you look nice. And then you only put it, you walk around the house, and when you walk on and outside, you try not to get it dirty and stuff. No. This brand new pair of clothes that you have must get dirty. And then when it get dirty, you put it in the laundry machine or you go to the laundromat, you clean it, you wear it again. Your body is pretty much the same. It needs to get the bacteria in it. It needs to get all the negative stuff in it so it can process it. Out of this negative stuff, there are some good stuff it will take. And then after that, you go to another cleanse. Okay, the body have to get dirty, wash it. It's continuously. But if the body stay dirty all the time for 30 years, 20 years, it's going to be a problem. Therefore, the body, okay, we spent like this year, we do 2 40-day fasts. It's very clean. By the time we reach our next fast, this next January, it will be not dirty, or so to speak, but it will be, I'll say moderately. So you clean it. Okay? You don't have to consume tea, cleaning tea every 364. It's not good. It's not good. There's a period you consume the tea, okay? Let's say, for instance, we'll have a blood cleansing tea, a blood cleansing, I'll say a 2 weeks blood cleansing tea. We'll give it as a homework for July, only for the student. We will do it together as the student. We will do a blood cleansing to scare people, a blood cleansing ritual. Okay, it's one simple ingredient, but you can add other things. We'll do it for 15 to 30 days, 7 to 21 days, 7 to 14 days. We'll do that. Okay, you do this like once a year, you should be good. There are many other ways to do it. Okay, I believe July. We're still waiting on a few people to return their homework. I believe. Yes, July. July will give this as a homework, okay? You just clean your bloods and it will clean your kidney will filter your blood better. For the men, you'll have better flow, especially down there. For the women, you will notice that your period, the things will be clearer, and especially for the people that have high blood pressure, okay, your body, the blood will be filtered better, it will unclog, it will be better. Okay, so you do this once a year or twice a year, you're good. But beloved, I do not want our people, especially the gulers, because you're serious about this, to become freaks. All you want to talk about here is like, oh, I'm magic, I'm doing this and that, I'm better than you. Once me, Big Levi, and all the few bastards, we complete like 40 days. I don't want that. I don't want my people to do this. Remember, when it comes to these things, we must abide by the fourth column of the Solomon Temple. The only reason why I speak here plainly or publicly is because you do know what we are doing here. Everything must abide under the fourth column, the last column. That's how we do our stuff. You have to be humble, take this thing in humility. Do not share this thing with the profane, because he or she will not understand. And they will go to great lengths to destroy you. The moment they see you are doing something that they can't do, they're going to come after you and try to chastise you. Therefore, always keep the profane in the place that he or she loves the most, darkness. Keep them ignorant. When they see you, they're like, oh, something going on. Brother, you are growing. What's happening? It's just trying a new shampoo, a new body lotion. What's his name? I don't know. My sister, she bought it from France or Spain, Mexico. I don't know. It's like a weird Mexican name. I'll tell you. But if that person say, oh man, wow, what's going on with your auric field, man? You're glowing, you look a hell of a lot better. Oh yeah, man, I'm fasting for 40 days. What? You want to die? You're going to die. Because anybody that do this, that's the thing. We are not anybody. We are not anybody. I am not somebody. We are very specific, special people. Therefore, we can do special things. We can do special stuff. The things that can kill you can't kill me. See, to you, you can lose your head. Decapitation, you die. But to us, if we lose our head, it's like we lose our hands. We can leave. The things that can kill you cannot kill us. Therefore, I will not allow you to put your fear unto me. That's why you do not share with those people, because they do not have the ability nor the wisdom to understand you. Again, beloved, that's all I have to say concerning the re-entry for the gulers. You can do your own thing. I personally, I can go straight to hard food, but I'm gonna have to pay for it. And I do not like the payment. I can go straight, I can have a huge meal. My body can handle it, but I'm gonna have to pay dearly for that. And I don't want that. Okay, you can do first week, brah. For first week, you can do soup. Or you can do carrot juice, or you can do juice or whatever. But I will not advise you to just jolt your body with sugar after 40 days of not having none. The electrolyte, they might be sweet, they might have some sugar in it. That's nothing. Put it in your body like 30 minutes later, because your gulling it will just take it out. So that's no bad. That's nothing. Your electrolyte, some of them are sugar that won't do anything to you. Okay, so you can do this. That's on you. Now, that's for the diet side. On the lifestyle side, okay, well, of course, some of us men are returning our essence. So, let me before I go any further when it comes to the essence part, let me go ahead and define the word essence. So we won't cause any confusion, and I will clear that out. Define the word essence.
Here's the definition of essence: the intrinsic nature or indispensable quality of something, especially something abstract, that determines its character.
All right. Essence, synonym, similar. Quintessence, soul, spirit, ethos, nature, life, lifeblood. I prefer the word life or lifeblood. To our men with our essence or holding our essence, excuse me. There we go. This one is better. Is that what that is or that one? I don't know what the hell is going on. Okay, this one is good. Now, for the men of us that are in the midst, you know what? I just put it like this. For the men of us that are in the midst that are holding on and preserve our essence, of course, we say this again. It's not the semen. The semen is actually the protector of the sperm. The sperm is only 5%. That the reason why the so-called 83 can't have any birth or the fertility is down the tube, because that 5% sperm is spoiled. They are dead. There's a video on YouTube where they were measuring, putting the 83 men sperm under the microscope. They don't wiggle. They came out dead. So when you are a man, for instance, again, this is going to come out wrong, okay, but that's what it is. A man, you carried life, okay? You carry the seed. There's a lot of energy. There's a lot of stuff in it, okay? The semen is not as important as the sperm. The semen is a protector. It carry the sperm through the vaginal canals and then reach the eggs, and the sperm enter the eggs and forming life. So when you are returning the sperm is the essence. When you are a man, you are no longer, or you literally cut off life from you. You have now walking around with a deaf spirit around you, following you, because you literally cut the life that is in you. A lot of our men listen to 83 that say, well, I don't want to have children. And then they go to doctors and then they perform these things. They cut off life from them. Let me tell you something. A man is a man. You are a man. You are born like this. You are born carrying life. Men they still can carry life until they are in their 90s or whatever. This is a blessing that women have. They don't. What they do to our men right now, they promote this thing in the midst of our brothers. Again, beloved, I'm not against to anybody that are doing this. A man, you carried life, especially our men. You carry premium life. Don't go out there and do any of this nonsense. If you do not want kids or children, make it clear to whoever that you are with. Hey, we can. What the hell, man? Are you telling me your pull-out game is not that good? What the hell you been practicing when you're a teenager? Like but maybe your childhood was not, your teenagehood was not like mine and the others. How come have you not understand how this thing work? Or what is it that there's no such thing as blasting outside? But anyway, when you are a man, you carry the essence, the lifeblood, the life, the quintessence. Life follow you. Life respect you. Life is within you. There is a certain look, a certain stare, a certain glare within your eyes that cannot be extinguished. They don't have that, and they are well aware of it. Your aura as a man of the Lord, as very specific men, it is embedded with your essence. When you cut that off because, oh, I don't want to have this thing, I feared for money and children future. As a man of the Lord, you do not let the economy predict your future, and you do not let people online tell you your future. You make the future. Our futures are bright. When you go ahead, you cut this line, this life, and you can no longer produce it, life don't follow you the way that it should do. There are certain things about you that's changed. That light you have in your eyes, that reflection, it dimmed down because you literally cut that off. This is Gentiles garbage. The other one that come up with this thing and promote it in the midst of our men. You do have a choice. You may have or you may not have. There's another thing that they did concerning the prophets or the men of the Lord of the Bible. Only very few of them had children, and they barely talk about their children. Let me tell you something. All the prophet, the men, all of them has kids. All of them. Not one, many. Because the life that they carried, they pass it on. They mess up with the Bible, certain verses. Oh, he never had any children. Okay, well, you should aspire to be like him. Their goal is to reduce our population to a point that they can eliminate us, but we cannot be done anymore because, well, now look at who's on the other side. So, with that being said, to all the men that are now holding on to the essence, preserve the quintessence of what they have, you are going to increase in knowledge, you are going to increase in energy. However, these things are not meant for you to hold it for life. That's not what that is. It's not something that you should keep forever. That's like holding a duke for a year, which you can't, or trying to hold it for like a couple of days. There is a time, it will come a time, it has to be released. Therefore, there is a re-entry to that. Again, I'm speaking for the men. There is a way to go about it. Some of you may have a partner, a wife, a girlfriend, or whatsoever. There is a way to do it. Because remember, you've been spending at least 40 days holding it. This thing has power. This thing can create a whole universe by itself. It can. Because of the energy, the things that are in there. Therefore, it must be, I do not like to use the word dispose, but yes, it must be disposed properly. By nature, the essence of the man supposed to be embedded or be in the woman's chamber or the woman's cave or the holy ground. Well, that's where it's belong. Of course, through a lot of us men, we are damaged by things that we've been watching on, like the filth and stuff. We see the things that they are calling the money shot, and we think like this is where it belongs. No. Sometime, most of the time, yes. But this one that you're holding now for this type of whatever thing, there must be a proper re-entry for this. It's not something you can just just do not spill this one. That's the proper word. It has to be properly released. And of course, don't go crazy, man. Don't go crazy. Just like the food, take it easy. First week, take it easy, once or twice. Second week, twice or 5. Or the third week, you can go crazy. Because the energy that you're holding, if you release in that one blast, there could be certain issue. Then after that, you do the same thing for another period of time. You accumulate stuff, but it's not something that you should accumulate and holding it for like forever. It will mess up your mind. You won't be able to think straight. You'll be frustrated in certain things. It has to be whole. The quintessence, the essence has to be whole with a specific purpose. The purpose that you are holding it is for the 40-day fast, or to focus on certain things. Once the mission is done, you must eliminate the elementary. The moment you create an elementary is for this specific purpose, and if you fulfilled it, you killed it. If you catch my drift. If you do not, this elementary, so to speak, fulfill its work, and you do not properly dispose of it, it will become, well, not sentient. It will become self-aware because it's an AI. Remember, it becomes self-aware, and then we realize that, hey, I gotta survive, man. I ain't gonna die. And then he's gonna do so. You read the book, man. You know exactly what's going on here. So those are the two things that I have to do for the men and the women. For the men only. Now for the women, it's a little bit complicated when it comes to women because, of course, your body does not work like a man, though they work in tandem, but it's not the same. However, I'll say this: whenever it's come to this energy, it can only be released properly by a man. That's what it is for the men and the women. You can do whatever that you want to release it yourself, but it's temporarily. And every time it's going to back up, it's going to become stronger. It has and it must be released by itself, by the proper man or by the proper woman. Yay, some of you women may say, okay, well, I'm going to school and I wish not to get down with any man. I'm doing this. That's your covenant. But when you're done with school, this covenant, it's done. There's nothing. It's done. You gotta, if you keep going and say, well, then I'm gonna go through life without doing this, it's gonna mess up with your mind. When I was working as a truck driver over the road, and there was a young woman, a young black woman. She was a truck driver also, and she used to upload videos online. I forgot her name. I don't think she does this anymore. When she started, she was so happy and she was like, wow, making good money. That's when like 2000, YouTube didn't have this, those vlogs. That was in 2008, 2007. Okay. So during that time, and she was doing this stuff and then working on the truck the first week, the first month, she making a lot of money. But it started to get to the 90 days. And her temperament changed. She became much more aggressive. When she was driving and her stuff become a lot more, she become much more angry at anything. And she keep complaining, well, I'm a woman, I can do this. I only take a shower like once every 2-3 days. It's not good for me. I can't do stuff. I miss my boyfriend. I miss this job. I love it, but I can't do this and stuff like that. And she start talking about, she jump into celebrities. she start hating them and stuff. And after a couple of while, we never seen her. I never see her upload video. And after a good while, she uploaded the video. She like apologized. She said, I'm so sorry for all the things that I said, the way that I was behaving. I was just sexually frustrated. That's what it was. I mean, I was over the world. I couldn't do anything. I mean, I can do something by myself, but I couldn't do anything and stuff like that. So that's why some of the job that are designed for men, women cannot do it. If you are you're gonna literally lose your goddamn mind. You can ask any truck driver, you're over this world and then you're driving like for hours. There's nothing there. There's nothing. You're driving and then you're driving. You miss your home. You miss your wife, your children. You miss your people. Even the most scumbag of your family, you miss them. You're alone. Your mind gonna play. Is one thing you do not want to face. You can face enemy. The worst enemy to face to mess with you is your mind. This is the hardest enemy to beat, your mind. You see, you can literally take a gun and eliminate your enemy. They die, they're done forever. But your mind, this thing is there 24/7, reminding you of Hish. Especially if your conscience is against certain things. This thing will fight you. Your mind is like a huge freaking wild elephant running around. You have to control this thing, and it's hard. Not everybody can do this. So we must do what is naturally embedded in us to do. And it is something that our people are afraid and ashamed because they themselves can't do it. When you study 83, beloved, when you sit there, you're studying those people, you're like, wait a minute. You people are not people at all, and you are not animal. Animals don't do the stuff that I see you people doing. What the hell are you people? You're not alien either. Like it's hard to classify you people. And the thing is, like, the behavior those people are exhibiting, they are trying to make it normal in the midst of us. Of course, there's a lot of us that are into this type of thing, but it's not the normal stuff to do. When one of our men and our women get together, they did what they supposed to do. It get out naturally. But not with those people. There must be some kind of weird, some kind of backward thing in there. Some weird, painful, degrading defecation and stuff. You're like, what is this? Like, how is that even? Please, let's come to one ground and tell me how this is somewhat even sensual. Therefore, they forbid you to get nowhere near of our men. And the men, they're telling you, hey, man, well, black men are walking away from black women, man. Men are stop dating women. Okay, dude, listen, come out there and say it, man. You don't date single mothers. You don't date any women. You don't date married women. You don't date unmarried women. You walk away from women. Just come out there and say it. It's normal now. We can see the badge, my Negro. We can see the boots. It's just the hat you're not wearing. It just come out there and say it. And a lot of women say, oh, yeah, I'm walking away too. Okay, you do understand what this man is saying, right? You do know what he is about. Okay, you do know that, right? Well, yeah, he's about us men. We are a tribe. Nah, it's time for our men to stop being tribe with other men. This is weird. You don't need to be tribe with another dude, especially 83. That's a bunch of our men bringing 83 in the midst of them. Well, we are tribe now. Nah, man, who is this dude here, man? I don't know you like that, son. You know, who is this guy? I don't go. You go that way, but that's fine, man. I don't drive the wrong way, you know. So, but anyway, this is the type of things that I wanted to clarify for those of you that will exit. In 2 more days, we'll be halfway through this. It's really hard. It's mind-boggling. The boredom is out of the world. I, myself, personally, I replace boredom with something else. Okay? Something else. All right? So this is what I wanted to clarify for those people. For the Gulers. Again, I was speaking for very specific people, the Gulers. Just like this book, it is only written specifically for the AK. If you are not part of the AK, you buy it. Good. You may not agree with it, but it was dedicated to the AK. Now, beloved, let's jump to the next part of this. What do we have here? The program. I had to take care of my candida issue that I had. The fast literally erased my the candida that I had because of this imbalance that I had in my body. The candida is just gone. The fast, like 2 weeks of fast, literally removed something that I was trying to get out like for like years. Okay, this morning oops, there you go. This morning I took my blood pressures 116/83, pulse 70. What else? Oh, the steps. My steps was 5,266 steps for today. So far. All right, good, glory to the mighty one. Yes, the reason why I used to wake up when I'm fasting, my mouth was burning, is because of this thing that I had. I had an imbalance of overgrowth of fungus, and mine wasn't that bad, but sometime I believe the PhD. What was that thing that is imbalancing you? pH level, is that what that is? I had this imbalance, but the fast literally correct that in 2 weeks. I had looked at my tongue this morning and it was pink. It was just, there was no trace of whatever the candida was. It's just pink. And I'm like, oh man, my tongue is just super pink. I'm like, oh man, that thing is gone. I didn't even notice that, but that's good. But whatever pH balance thing, imbalance that I was dealing with, somehow my body balanced it. Then again, I don't know. It's the fast. But anyway, the other health issue that I was dealing with, of course, I'm infamously known for the sleep apnea, which I never get this machine. It's been 3 years since 2021. They never bought me that sleep apnea machine, but I'm doing better with the sleep though. Let's see. Renana, wait, hang on. Renana is 112/70, Paul 73, 30 minutes, dense yoga hiking day after prayer. Good. Prime is 117/64, Paul's 56, 1,000 step. Good. Well, today's Shemesh anyway. Was in any chosen one indeed. 88/72, Paul 79, 2,190 steps so far. It's called thrush. Yes, thrush is like more of a common name, but the medical name is candida. It's an overgrowth of fungus which causes an imbalance. Certain vitamin that, again, all the crap that we are eating, especially me, they don't have the vitamin, the specific things they need to have in there. So you either is either you're gonna have to buy some vitamins, or you stop buying high quality food, which is going to be a huge pain on your wallet. But it's always good now, beloved, to spend a few $100 better or more. And then when you're like in your 60s, 70s, and you get very sick because you are trying to be cheap and then buying cheap food, and then you lack all those vitamins, you can only do this for a few time. Okay. Elizabeth Ayeton, beloved sister, is 8,912 step. And Sister Lily, 130/80, Pulse 80, just taking 300 steps to be continued. Overgrowth can be exacerbated with sugars. Yes, the sugar, man, I couldn't get off that thing. When I get off the sugar, and the candida is just gone. The Nogahide Israelites, aka Black Granite, 1959, 116/77, Pulse 54. Yesterday's steps was 8,178. That's good. Now, if you keep doing this every day, you're doing your 8,000 step, you live longer, beloved. You literally can triple or double your life. Okay? Modzel Taylor, excuse me, 127/78, Paul's 89. Big God, 3,051 steps so far. But I don't have anything to verify blood pressure. Highly recommend, beloved, you get a blood pressure machine. It's a good investment. It's probably the best investment. A lot of people are like, well, it's too much and stuff. Don't buy Big Levi book. Buy a blood pressure machine. It's good. It's good. I want my people to control, keep an eye on this, man. You have no idea what we've been doing for at least 6 months now, how many lives we save, how many times we prevent a stroke. Okay, how many times a sister find out or brother find out his blood pressure was through the roof, and he quickly contact us, which you can right now. We'll send you some stuff, 50 flowers. If your blood pressure is out of control, send us an email. We'll ship you what we need to ship you, and we'll give you the instruction. And then a brother quickly make that tea and then drink it, went down. A sister quickly do this, drink it, went down. When you don't know anything about, life is okay, because your blood pressure been high forever. You don't really feel it. And then it accumulate, it bubble up, it engulf. And when it reaches this moment, it pop, and then you're out. So we highly recommend that you get a machine, man. When it comes to life things, you don't play cheap with that. You get a good stuff. That's a good investment. I bought mine in 2018. It's still there, and I use it every day. And if you are young, okay, and if you are young, you are doing this, man, you live longer. You live longer. Usually the average lifespan is 74. You might double that. You might live 150 years with the medicine or whatever. But of course, beloved, the blessing is in the midst of us. We live longer. We live longer. Yes. When it comes to things about your life, brethren, taking your step, your blood pressure, fasting, take those things seriously. Okay? The pain of disappointment is worse than the pain of discipline, man. You simply don't want to be disappointed. To discipline yourself, it's a lot of pain. It's like it's oh man, I don't like doing this, but it's good for you. Kim Amanley, 104/66, 2,946 steps. Again, beloved, we are doing this stuff not because we try to be pretentious and stuff. We try to encourage our people to watch out after their health. At least this is what we can do. We can do more, but that's what we start with this. And for the people that have diabetes, maybe the next few months we'll talk on it, because then again, like I said, I do not have it. It will be unethical for me to talk about this. But for those of you that have diabetes out there, amen, start a channel, man. Get this thing under control. Help our people too, you know. Right now I'm 68 going on 69. That's good. Do the best that you can, brother, you know. If you do that, you might do that 68, you know, that 69 quickly can switch to 96. You know, you can go further with the way that, you know, you keep monitoring things. Your health should not be the responsibility of your doctor, but yours. You only go to your doctor to check things that you cannot check yourselves. You only go to your doctor to get a blood work because you don't have the medical center or the machine or the device to do the blood work. You don't go to your doctor for your doctor tell you the blood pressure is high and I'm going to have to put you on medication, or your sugar is high, I'm going to have to put your ass on drugs, or your mental health is not, man. Our mental health, we've been working on our mental health for the past 2-3 years, man. Okay? We've been working on that. And then I'm doing much more better. A lot of our mental health has a very bad stigma, especially in American society. When you talk about mental health, people automatically think you're some kind of freaking school shooter, or you're some kind of like some weird psycho that's going out there and try to kill people. Everybody, you must get your mental health. Mental health doesn't mean you sick, you have some kind of weird mental disease. It's just that you gotta clear your head. If you live in America, you are mentally crazy. It's just a fact. Whether you want to accept it or not, you are crazy. You are not living like anybody else, especially if you are our people. Living in America under Jacob's trouble, the things that you go here, you can't be right up there. You have to deprogram your mind. Because you are sick. It's just a plain fact. You don't need to go to a doctor for this doctor to diagnose it. Oh, well, you did this. No, you know it. Hey, man, I'm not right. My ancestors, my people been going through a lot. This cannot, all those things that transfer to your DNA and all that stuff cannot be right. I think I received something from Brother Prime. Let me see what that is. Okay. All right. Again, thank you, Brother Prime. Like I said before, with the diabetic, you know, I don't have it. Of course, she is one that's good. And we need the people that have diabetic, you know, the people in the nation, man, help the others too, and do something. Sometimes a lot of our people that have diabetes, they give up because they tired. But when they see a brother or a sister doing the best that they can, they'll follow. Sometimes we need somebody to walk with us on this path. One of the main reasons a lot of people fast this long, because we are doing it together. I can't do this on my own, man. I can't do this on my own. I try, but the Holy One, he had scolded me because I was being selfish and tried to be this tough guy. He made me board this year. You know, we have certain things that we've been doing. We work on our, I'll say the mental health of the nation over here, especially the AK. we are doing better. We've been doing very, very well. I'll say we are doing at least 85% well with our mental health. Okay, with the progress that I'm seeing in the people that have been monitored, and some of them were not my patient, but some of them were people that I was helping going through stuff. They are doing better, and the nation is doing better. A lot of meditation, a lot of introspection. You got to do the introspection. You got to do the shadow work. You have to let go of this thing that happened to you in your childhood. Jolt it off. 100 gram will get you there. Jolt it off. You gotta let go of that thing that happened in your marriage, or that thing that happened in your dating or at work or stuff like that. You gotta let it go and move forward, man. Some of you are like, well, I'm too old to move forward, but who the hell are you to decide for the future? You don't know what tomorrow will hold. There's still hope. You are breathing. You gotta let go of this thing that happened in the 60s and the 70s and the 50s, 40s, and the 1800s. Keep going on with it, man. We need our people to be healthy. Again, like I said, beloved, the reason why we need this is when we have the physical community, when we have the material, concrete, the tangible community, we need everybody that get there to be healthy. I don't need this brother to come to be mentally imbalanced, this sister to come to be mentally deranged, and then we put both together. We say, hey, watch over the community. We have stuff we've been dealing with. We are in a process of working a Zoom meeting for the trauma, for our people that have trauma, because we can't go to 83 and tell them our trauma. They won't help us. They'll put us on drugs. I am in talk with a brother down there in Florida. We try to get a place for our people, okay, to get somewhat a recovery place. Not only we'll do a sober house, but we'll do a house where people can come and relax and share their trauma and heal from it. Remember, you're a wounded soldier, every single one of us. We can't go to war keep being wounded. We have to heal ourselves. Well, again, every trauma is different. Of course, before a full disclosure and full disclaimer, I am not a rapist, okay? I'm not a rapist, rapist. I'm not that. I do not have a license. I did not went to college or one of those things. I'm not this stuff, okay? However, I have certain experience dealing with certain things. All the scumbag stuff that I deal with, let me go ahead and get some of that electrolyte right there. Oh boy. I have some experience. I have dealt with certain things. The best way to heal, or the best way through healing, is to go with someone that been through to what you're going to. See, an 83 therapist, beloved, that just sit there, he or she never been through what you've been through. He doesn't know. All he knows is the things that he studied in schools, how to give you generic answer. But when you sit in a room or you in a place with a brother or sister that went through what you are going through, or what went through to what you've been going through, there's a drastic change. There's a connection, although it is with great shame. Some of it are not good, but it's all right. Now, beloved, before we go into the whole the healing, the trauma things, we need our people to be serious. If you're here, you're already serious. We need you to attend the meeting. We'll find a way to do this, to attend the meeting and be very confidential. When we share something with you, when you share something with a brother and a sister, okay, certain of those things, they cannot be shared publicly. Of course, it should never be shared publicly. But then again, we have this thing right here. What is this? boy, the StreamYard. I can take 10 people here. I can take 10 people. We can have a StreamYard, okay? We can just sit down and talk and let it out, cry it out, yell it out, get this thing out. And above all, we have to jolt it out. We cannot go through this thing. If you do not understand the term jolted, that's fine. That's fine. That's all right. Once we get the meetings going on, you'll know what that jolted means. You have to jolt it out. You gotta find the courage. Say, you know what? I'm done with this. This thing been holding me down for years. I'm done with that. And then go through this process. You're done. But again, like I said, it would be better if we have a center, a place that where people can come and do this thing. Okay, we will do our best. We'll do our best. But then again, one step at a time. All right. I want a brother, sister to take the initiative. Listen, it doesn't have to be in the AK. Any other brothers or sisters that are watching out there, you got your own little mini group. Get the people together, man. Start galvanize the people, man. Get them together. Yeah. Have them take a look at. Don't become a freaks. I despise the freaks, but like they become some kind of freaking freaks. The therapist freaks. No. Get the people together. Have them fast. Every Monday, every Tuesday, to Thursday, or whatever. Have them do something together. That's how you start with them. Start with them slow. Have them, checking their diabetes, their blood pressure. Checking their mental health, how's the wife, how's the children, how's the husband, how's the boyfriend, have them talk, okay? And then get them together, do the Zoom meeting and stuff. I can do this by myself, man. It's a lot of us. We have to deprogram our people from Jacob's trouble, man. And you are part of this, whether you want it or not. So you're gonna have to do your part. I may not long to be in this world for an extended period of time. Though as harsh that may sound, but all of us, we have a numbers. We don't know when they are going to call. Number 57. Wait, that's me. I gotta go. Number 49. Mine right now. I'm holding number 35. They can quickly or anytime call number 35. That's me. Sorry, brothers, sorry, sisters. They call me. I gotta go. But before I can go, okay, I have to do the best that I can, but I can't do it all on my own. I need you, I need her, I need him, I need our people to do this. We can't go to 83 and say, hey, cue us for the things that you've done unto us. This is not going to happen. Each of us, we have a specific skills, mission, and gift. Therefore, when it comes to the nation, we have to put it to play. I have a sister, beloved sister V, over there in Arizona. She's good with fitness and health fitness. In the future, we are looking to get some class with her where our seniors and our children can come and work out. But of course, beloved, if you are going to do this thing, there must be some type of monetary fund that you will put aside, because we have to support each other. This thing, we have to go through it like this. And I know the nation is very serious when it comes to things like that. We should have a motherly class, so to speak, for the young mothers or the new mothers, or the mothers to come talking about their children. If a woman in the nation have a newborn, a new prince or a new princess being born in the nation, they need to have a group of women that they can come there and sit down. Especially if this woman is a new mother, she need to come and sit with the other mothers and the fathers that will sit there with the brother and talk and say, hey man, get ready. Hey, she's going to be this, that. But that's the easy part, is raising the child. That's the easy part. The hard part is sit there and watch how this child going to go through life with what you taught him or her. So we need a place for our fathers to come in and talk about things. We cannot assume just because a woman in the nation give birth, they automatically do know what to do with their children. Some of them may not. You watch the news all the time. You see people do things to their babies. They left them in the house and go to a 2-3 weeks cruise. Like, What were you thinking? This is a newborn. How did you? Not all of them know this. Not every mother, so as well, not every woman possess the motherly instinct. Some of them do not. It's not to disparage our people or to call them. Not sometime, giving birth, giving another life come out of you, that's very traumatized. Your brain is not working the way that it used to. That's like you out of this world. There are certain things you will forget. Basic things. You're like, what the hell is going on? You don't know why. There's a little human being walking around you, keep calling you mother and grabbing to your chest. You don't know that creature, but man, what the hell happened? What is this place? So we must come together in a way, beloved, and get those things. And I can only help to a specific degree. Although not a mother myself, I watch mothers raise children. I raised them myself too. Before my daughter, I raised a bunch of my cousins and stuff. We were raised together. Okay? We need things like that. Then again, beloved, to me, it sounds good in my head. Like all my ideas. I don't want to be this selfish bastard always come over there and shoot his own idea only. But if the nation agree with me, if we're within on our call, then we'll pray about it. Okay? I believe this is it for today, beloved. If anybody have any question or anything, we'll take that into consideration. But we need the nation. We need our beloved. Okay? We need you. Like you were like, well, Big I could never be just like you. Well, of course not. To be like me, you're gonna have to start putting 300 pounds on whatever that you are, and then change your name into my name and have my social security. Literally revoke your guardian angel, have the same thing that I have, and then go back in Haiti and do a bunch of that's the thing. You can't be like me, or you definitely will be better than me. That's good, but it be like me, that'll be a great curse upon your loin. So all right, beloved, if there is none, I'll say thank you. I'll say great glory. Thank you for joining us, and we really appreciate it. Keep the fast holy. Today I'll do the best that I can do to watch Kingdom of the Planet of the Ape. I didn't want to go to the movie while I was fasting because of all those popcorn and chewing and people are eating there, and then you try to be there and stuff. Sometimes I feel like to stand up and punch somebody in the face, but I realize like Big Levi, you're fasting. Just relax. Let the people chew down that food, and then you somewhat enjoy the movie and the smells. But anyway, so thank you, beloved, for joining us. If I do go see the movie, we are going. Oh, today's Sunday. Oh God, no. Oh boy, no, I can't. I can't go see it today's Sunday. Oh man. I need to go see it on Friday. Well, Friday I'll go see it. I don't want to make any promise about Friday, because if I go see it on Friday and Saturday, we can come back here and have a review about it. But Sunday, I don't want to have a review on Monday, because Monday we have class. Is that what that is? Yes, we do. We do. All right, beloved, shalom. I'll see you folks whenever the mighty one says so. Okay?